Hello, welcome to this video. Today we want to look at how to quickly check your answer, especially if the number is divided by 9. 9 has very special properties that if you know, you will just make work easier for you. So did you know that whenever a number is divided by 9, the remainder is equal to the sum of the number of digits? So we're going to look at the number, we're going to look at some few questions that we have here, and let's see how that one plays out. So we have here 159. 159 divided by 9 will give you 16, okay? So this is going to give you 16. But of course, we'll have remainder 7. Suppose you are a teacher and you want to just prove, or suppose you're just writing your paper and you have choices A, B, C, D, and you want to prove which number is the right one. So these are just some skills that help you to quickly get your answer and just confirm whether you got your computation right. So suppose you have an answer, of course, 159 divided by 9 will give you 16 and will have a remainder as 7. So in this case now, you want to take your time, just check your answers. So what, like I said, every time you divide a number by 9, the remainder is equal to the sum of digits. So that means like since we divided 151 by 9 and we get 16, now the remainder is the same as the value, the sum of, the digit, that is 1, 5, and 1. So just to check on that now, we want to see, okay, what's the remainder here, whether it's true. So then to check on that, just with the remainder, we just say, okay, 1 plus 5 plus 1. So 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So that actually, this is a one way of just confirming that this remainder is right. And in that case, just checking your answer, okay? Let's look at B. We have 42 divided by 9. 42 divided by 9, if you know very well, 9 goes to 42 4 times. And of course, that will give us 36. Now we'll have a remainder of 6. How do you prove that? The idea is to check on, you add the sum. So that's going to be 4 plus 2. Just by doing this small checking of the answer, you see now 4 plus 2 is 6, which is again equivalent to the remainder here, 6. That's actually proved to us that the answer is right. How about if you get this huge number like 4,487? The answer here we know is 1,498, sorry. And whatever you have as a remainder is 5. As someone who just want to quickly check your answer, the first thing you want to say, okay, now we have 6. We have 5 as the remainder. But here we have numbers that we have to add. So that means, like I said, the remainder comes to the digits is the same as the sum of all the digits. So in this case, we're going to say what to do is like say plus 4 plus 4 plus 8 and then plus 7. So in this case, we have here 4 plus 4 will give us 8 plus 8, 16 plus 7, that one will give us 23. Now, when we have 23, someone will be like, oh yeah, what is then 23 is not equal to 5. So the simplest form is still add then the digits so that you have 2 plus 3, which will give us 5. If the number is more than 9, then just add the 2. If the number, for example, was 14, then just add, 1 plus 5, and then you will get the remainder. So that is one way of just checking the answers, whether the answers are right. Now, apart from that, there's also another way to do that, and that is what is called omitting the 9s. So when we have 6372, it's kind of obvious. So 9 goes to 63 7 times. 9 goes to 7 0 times. And then 9 goes to 72 8 times. Okay, so we have 708. And in this case, now we don't have any remainder. So we have remainder is 0. In that case now, when we want to omit 9s, that means we know that 6 plus 3 is 9. So we just basically omit that number and then say, because now we have 0, plus then we say, what is 7 plus 2 is 9. So again, we have 0. So in this case, actually what we're learning here is that 0 plus 0, that means like we don't have any remainder. So this alone will show us that there's no remainder. And if we have an answer that's 7 or 8, then we just say, just to prove that it's true that there's no remainder, we just check on this. And just by omitting 9, and by omitting 9, we are able to just get the answer. Now, that will play differently here because here there's a remainder, and now let's see how that one works. Now, before even we go to the answer, I want to show you that we can already at this moment get the remainder by omitting 9. So we are omitting 9 in this case. Now, by omitting 9, then we only have 1 and 2. So we just say 1 plus 2. So remainder, so that's going to give us 3. So we know that the answer here that whatever answer we'll have here, the remainder will be 3. Okay? So let's look at that. So we know 9 goes into 19 2 times. Okay, so that one brings us 18. And then we have 1 left. So 9 goes to 12. How many times? 1 times. Now 12 minus 9 is 3. So that is just a way to, those are 2 ways to check your answers, by omitting the 9 in the number, or basically by checking the sum of the digits that you're working with. Thank you so much for listening.